Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. In this video, I am going to discuss about how to automate HTML tables using Selenium. Right? If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and also please drop a like for this video so that our video will recommend for more people. Okay, let's get started our topic, that is how to automate HTML tables using Selenium. Okay, before going to automate HTML tables, first we need to understand what is a table. Later, what are the different operations we can perform on the HTML tables which are present in a web page, we will discuss. Okay, so here table is a tag name which is used to define the web tables in a web page. Okay, table is a tag name which is used to define the web tables in a web page. At the same time, a table means we will contain, a table will contain rows and columns. Okay, here to define the rows present in a web table, there is a tag name which is used to define a rows. The tag name is called as tr. Okay, tr is a tag name which is used to define the table rows, as well as td is the tag name which is used to define the columns in a row. Okay, these two are the tags where we are going to define inside our HTML web table. Okay, and also what are the different operations we can perform on the web tables. Okay, so there are totally 4 operations we can perform. That is, we are going to count how many number of rows are present in a table, at the same time how many number of columns present in a row. At the same time, we are going to perform one more action, that is reading data from the HTML web table, and also we are going to check the specified data is present in table or not. Okay, the first operation here is which one? The first operation is counting number of rows present in a web table. Okay, present in a web table. Then next, what is our next operation here? Counting number of, okay, counting number of columns present in a row. So after this, I am going to perform one more action, that is called as reading data from a web table. Okay, reading data from a web table. After that, I am going to checking, okay, checking specified, okay, checking specified data is present in table or not. Okay, so these are the different possible automation actions I am going to show you now. So under that, the first one here is we are going to count how many number of rows present in a web table, and then we are going to count how many number of columns present in a row, and then we are going to read all the data from a given web table. At the same time, we are going to checking whether the specified data is present in the given table or not. Okay, so during your interview, if interviewer will ask you like a question, that is how to count number of rows in a web table. Okay, so how to count number of rows in a web table means each row will present in a table defined by a tag that is called as tr tag. Okay, by capturing all the tr tag elements present in a web table into a Java list, we are going to count how many number of rows are present in that particular table. Okay, that is the one more interview question, that is how to count number of rows in a web table means here each row present in a web table defined by using of tag name that is called as tr. By capturing all the tr tag name elements, and we are going to store into some java.list.size. Okay, and then it is going to return how many number of rows are present inside the table. Okay, so now first we will discuss about how we can count number of rows are present in a web table. Okay, for that let me open my Eclipse. Okay, let me open my Eclipse and let me create a class. Right click on any package, so create a class. So how we can create the class name here is automate web tables. Okay, so here I am using testng, so that's why I am not taking any public static void main method here. Okay, public static void main method here. Okay, automate web tables is my class name. So for that, let me take some piece of code where we have already covered in our earlier tutorials, that is from till, okay, from till this line I am going to use. Okay, till this line let me copy, and I will show you what is a website I am going to use now. Okay, so before that let me create an annotation, that is @test annotation, and the method name here is public void. Okay, public void web table automation. Okay, this is my method name. Inside my method I am going to write all this, that is system.setProperty. Okay, before that WebDriver driver equals to new Chrome driver, right, new Chrome driver. Okay, after this I am going to import the WebDriver here. Okay, import WebDriver org openqa.selenium. Okay, then so now we are ready with our WebDriver driver equals to new Chrome driver. After that, so here you can see this is the website where I am going to automate currently. Okay, so from this particular web table I am going to count how many number of rows are present inside this particular table. At the same time I am going to count how many number of columns are present in a each and every row. Okay, how many columns are present in each and every row. After that I am going to read the entire data from this particular table. Okay, once that is done I am going to check whether the specified data is present or not in the given table. That is, if I want to verify whether this particular Google is available in this particular table or not, I am going to perform. Okay, so first let me create a code how we can count how many number of rows are present in the given table. Okay, so for that once it is done, okay, what is our website name here? So let me copy this URL so that we can launch with the help of driver.get method. Okay, so this is my URL where I am going to work with now. So after that I am maximizing my window. Okay, once I maximized I am going to use one wait condition, that is driver.manage.timeouts.implicitly wait. Okay, implicitly wait duration dot of seconds. Okay, this is a syntax of the implicitly wait on latest version of Selenium, that is 4.0 version above. This syntax is the latest syntax for implicitly wait if you want to use. Okay, if you are using the downgraded version before 4.0 version, means you are going to use the syntax which is related to 4.0 below versions. So if I use that syntax here, it will throw me some deprecated warning message here. So that's why I am using the latest version of implicitly wait syntax. Okay, so now once that is done I am going to, okay, now we successfully launched our application with the help of Chrome driver. Okay, so this Chrome driver is located in my D drive. Okay, it is located in my D drive, right? So once it is done, so what I am going to do, I am going to count how many number of rows are present. Okay, before going to count how many number of rows, first what I need to do, I need to inspect. Okay, first I need to check where exactly this table is present, what is the XPath for this particular table. Okay, with the help of table tag name, this table got created here. Okay, for that let me inspect. Okay, for that let me inspect, and how we can inspect, just move your mouse till you will get the table here. Okay, here we can see we are getting the table now. Wait, let me inspect it one more time. Okay, 1 second. Okay, no problem, we will go in this way. Okay, here you can see this is the column. Okay, this is the column, right? So above that we have tr tag. So above tr tag we have t body. So this is our table XPath, okay, which is mentioned with table, right? Table is a tag name which is used to defining the web table in HTML page. Okay, that is in HTML web table. Okay, table is a tag name which is used to define the web tables. Okay, which is used to define the web tables. Okay, so with the help of this table XPath I am going to find where exactly this table got located. So how we can write the XPath here? So simply, so I am taking here the id. Okay, I am taking here id attribute and go to control F, and what is the tag name here? You can see what is my tag name. So here the tag name is provided by table. Okay, with the help of table tag name, okay, with the help of table tag name, they defined our HTML web table here. Okay, you can see here table is a tag name, right? So I am using table. Okay, table, here you can see table, and what is the attribute here? That is @id. Okay, I am going to use @id equals to customers, right? @id equals to customers. Okay, this is my XPath for this particular table, right? So this particular table, now I am going to count how many number of rows are present inside this particular table, right? So for that reason only, first we need to inspect for the table with the help of tag name, that is called as table. Okay, once it is done, let me go, that is driver dot find element by dot XPath of. Okay, driver dot find element by dot XPath of. So let me paste our XPath here. Okay, now we have done with our this one. So I am going to store this particular XPath into web element interface. Web element, that is web element table. Okay, web element table equals to driver. Okay, web element table equals to driver dot find element by dot XPath of. This is my XPath for table. Okay, so once that is done, okay, once that is done, now I am going to count, right, how many number of rows are present inside this table. So with the help of tr tag name, we are going to identify. Okay, let me inspect where exactly this tr. You can see these are all the rows. Okay, first row. Okay, first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. Okay, first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, and sixth row. So these are all the 6 rows are available. Okay, these are all the 6 rows are available. So how we can define these rows means with the help of tr tag name, right? With the help of tr tag name, we are going to inspect that particular row. So here you can see here there is a tag name that is called as tr, that is for first row. If you scroll down, you will see one more tr tag here. This is for second row, which means tr is a tag name which is used to define the rows inside the particular table, right? So for that, let me write an XPath here, that is tr is a tag name, right? You can simply remember like tr is a tag name for each and every row present inside a table. Okay, now let me create. Okay, now let me create. So as I mentioned, how we can find how many number of rows means, so first we need to capture all the rows, and then we are going to store it into some list, which means list of rows, right? Which means list of rows. How we can do that one? That is with the help of list interface. Okay, list interface web element rows equals to driver dot find elements, right? Find elements by dot what is a tag name here for this row? That is tr, right? Tr is a tag name for each and every row. Okay, in this particular table there are 6 rows are available. For each and every row the tag name is tr, right? So for that, by dot tag name, okay, with the help of tag name, I am going to find my which one rows, how many rows are present. Okay, that is by dot tag name of tr, right? By dot tag name of tr. This is how we can find how many number of rows are present by storing into some list. So once it is done, how I am going to count means with the help of size, right? With the help of size, I am going to find my this one, how many rows are available. Okay, before that, these rows, where are these rows are present inside the table, right? So what I will do, I will directly mention here table dot, okay, table dot find elements by dot tag name of tr, because all these rows are available in table, right? So that's why I am taking here table dot. Inside the table only we are having all these rows with the tag name called as tr. So once this step got completed, I am going to print how many rows are available, right? That is the first action we are going to perform. So how we can print? By getting the size. Okay, with the help of size method, we are going to count how many number of rows are present. So for that, sysO statement of number of, okay, number of rows are present in table. Okay, in table how many number of rows means how we can get with the help of rows dot get rows dot size, right? Rows dot size we can able to get the how many number of rows are available. Okay, so that's it. So now I am going to execute with the help of which one? With the help of testng.xml file I am going to execute, because I have mentioned here with the help of @test annotation, so that the testng is going to execute this particular method here. So how we can write means we can directly write here. Okay, you no need to mention any method names here. If you have multiple methods, okay, if you have multiple methods inside your class, if you are executing means by defaultly testng will execute all your @test methods in alphabetical order, but I want to execute as per my requirements, right? So that's the reason why I am going to mention here. Okay, I am going to mention here in the form of method names. Okay, in the form of method names. So how we can mention, come inside of the classes. So let me create a tag that is called as class tag. Okay, let me create a class with the help of class tag. Okay, with the help of class tag I am going to mention my class name, right? So for that, class name equals to where exactly my automate web tables method got present, class got present means it is located at, okay, it is located in tests package. Okay, it is located in my tests package, that is automate web tables is located in my tests package, right? So that's why I am writing here which one, class name equals to what is my package name here, that is tests dot what is my class name, automate web tables. Okay, automate web tables. Okay, automate web tables is my class name, right? Automate web tables is my class name. So after that I am going to define my methods present inside my class. So how we can define means with the help of methods tag name. Okay, with the help of methods tag name we are going to include our method name, that is include name. Okay, include name equals to what is our method name here, that is web table automation is my method name, right? Web table automation is my method name. So once that is done, we are going to close this include tag. Okay, we are going to close this include tag. Okay, so why I have written like this means we don't know how many methods we will get here based upon our requirements. So that's the reason why I have created one separate tag that is called as methods tag. Inside that I have used include name, so that we can execute all our test methods as per our requirements. If you don't want to mention methods and include name tags here, you can directly go to our testng and provide the priorities which method you want to execute first. We can do in that way as well, but if we do in this way it will be really understandable, and also it will be very helpful for you. Okay, so that's the reason why I have mentioned here in this way, methods include name equals to my method name. So now let me execute how many rows will be present inside that particular. So what happened, class cannot find class. Okay, cannot find class means let me check, automate tests, right? Our tests package name is tests, so that's why it is giving error. Okay, so now let me execute. Okay, first it will launch our application in Chrome browser. Okay, here we can see Chrome browser is going to start now. Okay, after that it will launch our application with the help of driver.get method. Once launched, it is going to maximize our window, then it will wait for the page loaded fully with the help of implicitly wait. At the same time all elements are going to be loaded properly within the seconds, that is 20 seconds we mentioned. Once that is done, it is going to that particular table, then it will count how many number of rows are present from each and every row. Okay, so here you can see it is telling 7 rows are present. Okay, 7 rows are present here. Okay, now let me go back to our application. Here we can see there are total number of 7 rows, that is first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, sixth row and seventh row. Total 7 rows are present. Okay, so what I did here, I stored all the rows tags, tr tags into one list. So with the help of list I am storing all my tr tags, and then I am printing the size of that list. So it is telling total number of rows are available here is 7 rows. So now we will see how we can count how many number of columns are present. Okay, so this time how we can count how many number of columns are present means with the help of td tag name, right? With the help of td tag name we are going to identify the column values here. If you can inspect this particular column, so here you can see it is a tr tag name followed by td. This is our goal. Then what is the next column here? That is Maria Anders. After that we have one more column, that is Germany country name. Okay, with the help of td tag name we are going to identify how many number of columns are available. So in this one also we are going to store it into some list of web elements, right? So for that, so let me add one more line here, that is okay, that is the same line only. Okay, this time it will be for columns, right? This is for columns. So columns equals to table dot find elements by dot tag name of, what is the tag name for defining the columns here? That is td, right? Td is a tag name which is used to define the column values, right? So now I am going to print the size for the columns as well. So now we will see. Okay, so system dot number of columns are present. Okay, that is which one we need to use here? That is columns dot size. Okay, I am taking the column size. So how many columns are present inside this particular, which one? Particular table, right? So now let me execute. We will see how many columns are present inside the table also. Okay, now let me go to our testing.xml file and click on run button. Okay, our rows are 7. Now the total columns we will get, we will see how many we will get. So for each row, how many we have here? That is 3 plus 3, 321. I think total there are 21 columns are available, or 24 including the header part. Okay, let it execute. Okay, you can also practice on this website, that is called as techlistic.com demo-selenium-practice.html. okay, this is a website name where I am going to show you now. Okay, so far we have covered how many number of rows are present in a web table. At the same time we are going to count how many number of columns present in a row. Okay, now let me go back to our, here you can see number of columns are present, that is total number of columns are 18, right? Total number of columns are 18. If you go to here, okay, total number of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay, see 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So likewise 12, 15 and 3, 18. So totally 18 columns are available in this particular table. Okay, so next, what is our next action we are going to perform? Reading the data from a web table, and also I am going to print, okay, row wise the number of columns are present. Okay, for example, you can see here this one, in this particular row how many columns are present. So I am going to print those information in console. I want to know how many number of columns are present in first row. In the same way I want to know how many number of columns are present in second row. In the same way I want to count how many number of columns are present in the last row, that is 7th row. So we will see how we can do that one. So for that, let me go back to our Eclipse again. Okay, so till now everything is clear, I hope. So after that, okay, after that what I am going to do, so I want to count how many number of columns are present in each and every row. So for that how we can do means in the same way. Okay, first let me take two variables here, list web element, okay, list web element rows, think number of rows, okay, number of rows comma number of columns. Okay, number of rows comma number of columns, right? So I have initialized two web elements here, that is number of rows and number of columns. So after that, okay, after that what I am going to do now, number of rows equals to, okay, number of, first I need to find how many number of rows are available in the table, right? So based upon that I am going to iterate with the help of for loop. First I will count for the first row. Once this is done, I am going to the next row to find how many columns are available in the second row. So after that I am going to count how many number of columns are available in the third row. So likewise I need to count for the entire table how many rows are available, for each and every row how many columns are available. So for that I am creating here two web elements, list of web elements, that is number of rows and number of columns. So first I am taking here for number of rows and I am storing all the rows present inside the web table into one list here. Okay, so how we can do that is the same, number of rows, right? Number of rows, okay, number of rows equals to, right, number of rows equals to table, right, table dot find elements, find elements. What is our tag name here? With the help of, okay, with the help of tr tag, right? With the help of tr tag I am going to find how many number of rows are available and I am storing into one list, that is called as number of rows. So once this step got completed, so I want to count, right, for each and every row how many columns are available. So for that reason only I am going to use here one for loop now. So that is for int, okay, for int I equals to, okay, for int I equals to 1, because I don't want to count for the header part, that is company, contact and country. This row I am not going to count how many number of columns, but I want to count it from Google, that is from first row, right? So let me write here for int I equals to, okay, for int I equals to 1, I less than, okay, I less than rows number of, right, number of rows dot size, okay, number of rows dot size. After that I am incrementing by 1, that is I plus plus, because for each and every row I want to count how many number of columns are present, right? So that's the reason why I am taking here I plus plus. So once this step got completed, with the help of number of columns, okay, with the help of number of columns I am going to find out how many number of columns are available in the given number of rows. Okay, with the help of number of rows I am going to count, that is dot get, okay, dot get of I, my index value is high, dot find elements, right, find elements by dot tag name of, by dot tag name of which one, what is our tag name for columns, that is td, okay, that is td, right, that is td. Once that is done I am going to print now, that is system.out.println number of rows, right, row number or something, okay, row number I will print here, row number, which one, row number, which one, that is I plus 1, right, that is I plus 1, okay, that is I plus 1, okay. For each and every row I am going to count how many number of columns are available, right? So once that is done, number of columns, right, number of columns, okay, what is our variable we took here, that is number of columns dot size, okay, number of, where is that one, yeah, number of columns dot size, okay. So number of columns dot size. So now I am going to print with the help of what I am doing here. First I am taking all the rows which are available with the help of tag name of tr and storing into some list. Okay, with the help of list of number of rows I am going to iteration, for each and every row I want to count how many number of columns for each and every row. For example, for first row these many columns are available, so likewise till the last row I am going to count how many number of columns are available. For that I have used here one for loop. So rows dot size, okay, rows dot size I am using here, I less than row number of rows dot size, if that is true go inside this one, then count this, count how many number of columns are present, okay. So get of 0th row, first row, because here it is starting from first row, that is I equals to 1. On first row identify the tag names of columns, that is td column, and print row number I plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 2 number of columns are available, number of columns dot size, okay. So now let me execute this particular code and we will see the output. number of rows, number of columns, row wise how many number of columns are available. We are going to print in the console now. Okay. Okay, it launched our application. After that, it is going to maximize our window. Okay, it is still loading. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more videos from both automation and manual points, a manual concept, manual point of view. And also please share all our videos to our friends or colleagues so that they will also learn what we have discussed so far. At the same time, our videos will also be recommended for more people if you share our videos. Okay, let it maximize. Okay, here you can see it is printing for each and every row, that is number of columns, that is 3. Okay, number of columns how many are there, that is 3 rows, 3 columns. For last row also, okay, for last row also it is printing 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, totally 7 rows are available. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, row number 7, number of columns 1 2 3. So likewise we can count how many number of columns are present in each and every row with the help of list concept. By taking one list and storing all the list of rows and columns into lists, then I am using here for loop. Okay, this is how we can count how many number of rows are present in each and every row. Okay, this is for count number of rows present, number of columns, right? Number of columns present in each row. Okay, till the last row it is going to find. So next I am going to read. Okay, I am going to read all the content from the web table. Okay, I am going to read all the content. For example, I want to print like this, like for example company, what is the company name, Google, and what is the contact here, Maria Anders. So likewise I am going to print the values for company and contact present in this particular table. So how we will write, we will see. Okay, so here I am taking one more method here, that is one more @test method, @test annotation, that is public void. How we can mention here, that is for example all details I can mention here the method name as, so that we can capture the column values for company name and contact details. So it will print all the details available for these two columns for each and every row. So what happened? Okay, no worries, I am adding inside for loop, right? So that's why. Okay, let me remove all these empty spaces. Okay, @test. Okay, @test public void all details, or else company and contact details. Okay, company and contact details, right? So now, so how we can do means in the same approach. Okay, so first I have to define my web table. Here we have already defined here. Okay, let me take the export of the web table. Okay, so once that is done, I am going to use the same concept here as well, that is list number of rows and number of columns as well here also. Okay, list number of rows and number of columns. So here we are getting driver as error, right? So let me declare this at global. Okay, globally I am going to declare this one WebDriver, and let me remove the remaining WebDriver here, so that it is not going to give us the error here. Okay, so now I am using the same list of web elements for number of rows and number of columns. I have used here two variables here, that is number of rows and number of columns, or else I can mention here all rows. Okay, all rows, because above also we are using number of rows here, right? So maybe it will give you some confusion. So let me take all columns here. Okay, all columns. So once it is done, I am going to write the same logic here as well, that is what is the XPath for rows here we are using, that is which one, rows, right? List of rows equals to, I can take, okay, rows equals to, we will change the name here, that is all rows. Okay, I am capturing all the rows. So once that is done, so for each and every row I am going to print the column names, right? So for that, let me take one for loop here. For int, okay, for int I equals to, okay, for int I equals to 1, after that I less than all rows dot size, right? All rows dot size minus 1, okay, all rows dot size minus 1, I plus plus, okay, inside this, because my row is starting from 1, excluding the header part. After that I am doing minus 1 here, okay, I minus 1. Once that is done, I am going to write the logic here, okay. So let me write tag name here. After that I am going to print all the column values, right, for each and every row. For company and contact, I am going to print for each and every row. So for that, let me take this all columns here, okay, all columns equals to which one, all columns equals to which one, all rows, okay, columns are present inside the rows, right? All rows dot, okay, all rows dot get of I, okay, and first row I am going to take, okay, all rows dot get of I dot find elements which one, what we are verifying here, that is by dot tag name of td, right? By dot tag name of td, okay, for each row, okay, for each row I am going to print the values only for company and contact columns. So for that I have used one list of all rows here with the help of tag name called as tr. Okay, once that is done, I have used one for loop here to iterate through each and every row. Okay, for first row I am going to print what is the company and what is the contact detail. For second row, what is the company name and what is the contact detail. For third row, what is the company name and what is the contact detail. I am going to print in such a way. So that's why here I am taking all rows. Inside the rows I have a tag name that is called as td tag name for columns, right? So with the help of index value of my row, first row, find the column names, that is for td, okay, td is for columns. So once that is done, I am going to write string company name, okay, because I am taking here company name, right? String company name all columns, okay, all columns we are going to print, right? All columns dot get of, what is my value I am providing, 0th index value dot get text, okay, simple get text, sorry, get text, okay, get text. So what it will do, it will print us this one, okay, company name Google, and what is the contact name, that is Maria Anders. So in the same way I have did for the first row, okay, all columns dot get of 0 dot get text, okay. Then we are going to print our contact name as well, that is string contact name equals to the same way, right? In the same way, so our next column is at all columns dot get of index value 1 dot get text, right? Get text. So now simple, that is got completed. So now I am printing in the console part. So how, syso statement of, so what is my company name here, that is company name, right? Company name, concatenate some lines I will mention here. After that contact name, right? Simple. So first what I am doing, I am going to take all the rows present inside the web table, okay, and storing into some list. You can see here all rows equals to table dot find elements. So where are these rows present, inside the table, right? So that's why I am using table dot find elements directly. So once that is done, I need to iterate through each and every row starting from first row, okay, starting from first row. So how many rows we have, I am going to take the size minus 1 here, okay, I am going to take the size minus 1. So once that is done, I am going to take the values with the help of rows, because columns are present inside the rows, right? So that's why all rows dot get of I means first row dot find element by dot tag name of td. So first row, what is a tag name td, what is a value, I am getting the text. Okay, that is all columns dot get of 0, it will take this value, and all columns dot get of 1, it will take the value for this one. So likewise it will print for all the rows which are available inside this table. Okay, so now let me execute this particular piece of code and we will see whether we are getting the correct output or not. Okay, so now let me add this method as well there inside our suit level. So go to here and paste the same. Okay, if you are working with multiple methods means please try to follow this approach what I am showing you currently. Okay, so now let me execute, we will see the output now. Okay, so far we have covered reading data from web table. Okay, so maximizing the window, counting the number of columns are present, number of rows are present, and then printing each row how many number of columns are present. At the same time we are going to print the values for company details and contact details. Okay, so far we have performed 4 operations sorry, 4 operations we have performed. So after this we will see whether the specified data is available in the given web table or not. We will check that one as well and go to our console and we will see here, you can see the output. See, total number of rows are 7, total number of columns are 18. On second row how many number of columns are present, there are total number of columns are 3. And then for the column name, okay, for the first column, first row, what is the column I am printing, that is Google, first row. Okay, Google. And then what is the contact name here, Maria Anders. In the same way Meta and Francisco Chang. So till Amazon Rovelli. Okay, it is going to print, but because we are using here -1, right, so that's why it is not printing the last row. Okay, that's why it is not printing the last row. Okay, so that is how it will work. So now let me create one more method. Okay, let me create one more method to check whether the company name, whatever I am going to mention in my code, we are verifying whether the given company name is present in the web table or not. Okay, that is our last action here, means see, checking the specified data is present in a table or not. Okay, checking the specified data, for example for a company I am going to check whether the island trading is available or not. Okay, we will see how we can do that one. Let me go back to my Eclipse and create one more test method @test. Okay, @test public void verify. Okay, verify which method name we can provide, verify company name. Okay, company name, verify company name is present or not. Okay, how we can do, in the same way. Okay, in the same way, first let me copy from here, so all these lines, okay, till here. So let me copy and paste the same here as well. Okay, so after this what I am going to do now, I am going to use 2 string variables. Okay, I am going to use 2 string variables here. That is, the first one here is string, what I am expecting, expected company name. Okay, expected company name, what I am expecting, for example I am expecting for island trading. Okay, island trading I am expecting for. Okay, let me, it is giving extra spaces also, it seems. Okay, okay, island trading. So I am storing in, this is my expected test data. For this test data I am going to verify from the given table. So once that is done, I am taking one boolean value here. Boolean, which one? Boolean, what is a boolean here? It will return you true if the value is present in the table. If it is not present means it will give you the false. Okay, that is company name exist I can mention here, that is equals to false. I am taking by defaultly it is false. Okay, boolean company name exist equals to false I am taking. So again the same code I will add it here as well, but I will modify due to time being. I am not taking the entire code here. So once that is done, so here I is less than rows dot size minus 1 I plus plus, and so all columns. Okay, I am going to check for each and every column, and then I am taking here as td tag name. After that I am going to take here actual company name. Okay, I am going to verify, right, what is my actual company name. Okay, how we will get our actual company name? With the help of the column names, right? The help of column names I am going to search, that is on the first column. Okay, on the first column I am going to verify. Okay, that is all columns dot get of 0 dot get text. Okay, so but here I am providing the island trading. You will get error, definitely we will resolve that, not an issue. So once that is done, so I am using here one if condition, means if, okay, if my expected name dot equals of my actual company name. Okay, if this expected company name dot equals of my actual company name we are getting from the columns, right? So let me write here, if my expected company name, okay, if my expected company name dot equals of which one, actual company name, right? If my expected company name dot equals of my actual company name, what I am going to do, I am going to make it as true, right? If my both are matching, it will return you true, right? It will return you true, right? So that's the reason why I am returning here as company name exist equals to true, because it is already found. So once if I found my actual and expected both are matching, fine, means I am going to quit from the if statement, sorry, if condition, right? So once that is done, I am going to come outside of the for loop, right? I am going to come outside of the for loop. Okay, once that is done, I am going to print now, that is if, okay, if company name exists, you can print saying that if company name exists. Okay, if company name exists, what I am going to print, if my company name exists, I am going to SISO statement of expected company name is present and test is pass. Okay, that is SISO statement of, okay, SISO statement of what is my expected company, this one, right? Expected company name, okay, that is concatenation. Okay, I am going to append one more string, that is present and is present test got passed, right? Is present and test got passed. Okay, this is for one if condition, that this is for if that is matching with my expected. If that is not matching, means I am going to print is not present. Okay, I'm going to print is not present, that is else the same, I can use the same, whatever the expected company what I am looking for, if it is not present, I am going to print, that is not present. Okay, is not present and test got failed. Okay, test got failed. So let me remove the remaining things. Okay, so here these are not required. That's it, simple, right? So what I am doing here, I am going to verify whether the given expected test data is present inside the column that is called as 0th column. If it is there or not, I am going to find. Okay, so now let me execute. Okay, here nothing I am doing, the same way I am taking two list of web elements for rows and columns. For rows, I am defining my tr tag name and what is my expected company name, that is Island Trading. Once that is done, I am using one boolean variable equals to false by defaultly. Once that is done, I am using one for loop, because for each and every row I am going to verify on first row this column whether my expected test data is present or not, and then again it is going to check whether it is available or not. So likewise it is going, if it is not available on the first row, again it will I value become 2, and again I value what is the tag name of td. Okay, again it will come to here the second row. Okay, so likewise I am going to print whether if it is there, it will return you the output as is present and test got passed. If it is not present means it will return you this output. And let me execute and let me add this method as well inside our suite level execution.xml file. Okay, so in this way we can automate our HTML web tables, but there are some chances. Okay, in real times you don't get always the constant web table rows and columns. Okay, if you are working with multiple test case means there will be chances, I mean more chances, where you will see some dynamically changing rows and columns. That is dynamic web tables. How we can automate the dynamic web tables? I will upload one dedicated video in upcoming days. Okay, how we can automate the dynamical web tables in Selenium. Okay, we will see in upcoming days how we can automate that scenario. Okay, let me execute and we will see the output whether it is working fine or not. Okay, please guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and also please drop a like this video, and also please share our videos to our friends or colleagues so that they will also learn, and also your share will help this video to recommend for more people so that everyone can go through this video what we have discussed so far. Okay, so now it is still loading and it is going to be maximized. First it will print how many number of rows, then it will print how many number of columns, and then it is going to count how many number of columns are present in each and every row. Once that is done, I am going to read the entire table including row and column values. After that I am going to verify whether the test whatever I am expecting, whether that is matching with the actual test data present inside the table or not. Okay, we will see now. Okay, here you can see island trading is present, test got passed. Okay, island trading is present, test got passed. Okay, so now let me modify a little here because it is not looking good if we concatenate everything. Okay, let me do like this and we will see. Okay, let me do like this and we will see, because I want that expected test data will be separated. Okay, in console it is printing like it is adding to the same line, whatever we are printing, right? It is adding to the same line. So better if we can make some spaces so that it will be easy for us to understand without having any communication between the expected test data and CISO statement. Okay, still it is taking time. Okay, I don't know why it is taking much time. Okay, still it is taking more time and it is going to be maximized. Okay, yeah, that's completed I guess. Let me go back to our console. What happened? Okay, not an issue. We run it from here, right? So that's why I'm getting that error. We will do it from suite level only. Okay, so I don't know, sometimes I'm getting that error. Okay, so here we can see I am using multiple methods in my Eclipse, right? Control Shift F. Okay, if you want to order all your lines in a proper order means you can just Control Alt Control Shift, so that your each and every line will arrange in a proper order so that your code will be looks like good. Okay, here you can see island trading. Okay, this is the what I am expecting, my expected test data. This is present in my UI inside my web table. Okay, so this is how we can verify whether the specified data is present inside our web table or not. Okay, so if you are working with multiple @test methods means that is up to your wish. You can provide priorities for each and every test method. Okay, and also we can follow one more approach, so where we can use this way, like in this way, the help of method stack name we are defining all our method names here. Okay, because if you have more methods, if you are not using any priorities or if you are not using any method names inside your .xml file, means by defaultly test engine will execute all your @test methods in alphabetical order only. So that's the reason why I am suggesting you to follow the approach what I have shown you just now. Okay, so here also I can do Control Alt, Control C, Control F. Here you can see it is looking good now. Okay, Control Alt, Control Shift, Control F. Sorry, Control Alt, Control plus Shift plus F. If you do that, all your lines will be arranged in proper order where it is looking good to see. Okay, that's all it for now, guys. I hope you people will like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to drop a like, and also please share this video to your friends or colleagues so that they will also learn about this concept, how to automate HTML web tables, and also your share will help our videos to recommend for more people. Okay, so far we have discussed how to count number of rows are present and also how to count number of columns are present in a row, and we have performed the reading the data from a web table, and also we have performed the checking specified data is present or not, and also we have performed one more thing, how to read. Okay, how to read data, how to read columns. Okay, how to read columns row wise. Okay, how to read columns present in a row in row wise. Okay, so these are all the actions or operations we have performed on this particular web table. Okay, so that's all it for now, guys. So please subscribe to my channel, and also please like this video. We will connect with our upcoming videos. Till then, take care everyone. Have a nice day. Signing off, Selenium Tech Automation. Thank you so much.